This is actually insane. Well, I can see how people get lost up here. Every direction just looks the same. The weather is actually disgusting. Awful. In this week's episode, I'm going to be doing the National Three Peaks Challenge. That involves climbing Ben Nevis, Scafell, Pike and Snowdon. Now, it's quite a popular challenge for people to do, but the difference is I'm going to do it solo and unsupported. It's going to be a tough one. There's going to be plenty of driving and plenty of hiking. It might all just look a complete mess to you, but that's my preparation. So when I get back to the car, I'll be slapping a fresh t-shirt on to drive. I've got my coffees, got my drinks, got snacks, got food. Time is of the essence on this one. Let's do this. It even says on here, total time to walk up and down, 7 hours. Got less than 30 seconds to go. Right, off we go. Set start on that and start on the stopwatch. This is it now, no messing about. See, before I've done a load of walk-by shots while I've been crossing this bridge. Certainly won't be doing any of that today. Not unless we get well ahead of schedule. But even then, I'll be taking piss a bit doing that later. I think the key at the beginning is to not necessarily rush, just warm up properly. Just do a nice steady walk. That way my muscles get nicely warmed up and we don't end up pulling out. Because if we get an injury on this first one, and that's it then, innit? Game over, unfortunately. The chances of me getting any views from the top today are going to be pretty much zero. But on the previous two occasions, the visibility has been spot on, so I got pretty lucky on those 2 times. I'd allowed myself 5 hours to complete Ben Nevis, 3 hours to summit, and then 2 hours back down, hoping to get to the car no later than 2:30 p.m. Because of all the rain, obviously paths are really wet, so it's quite slippy in places. You're a clagger. Just look at the state of that weather, mate. Absolutely pissing it down. And bearing in mind, this were actually recorded on 21st of July. It's supposed to be middle of summer. So unlike Snowdon and Scafell Pike, with Ben Nevis, for the Three Peaks Challenge, you've only really got one suitable route to go up, and that's the mountain track. And that is roughly 9 mile, I think, just short of 9 mile. Not even halfway up yet. And it looks like once we get down this next corner, visibility is going to be pretty much gone. I can just see pure fog, clouds, clag, and this rain has been relentless. I've just finished the section which I think they call Heart Attack Hill, and I can see why they call it that. Steady little jog on this flat section, flattish. I figured if I could get ahead of schedule on Ben Nevis whilst I was still fresh, then it would allow for any potential delays further on in the challenge. All it takes is a closed road and lengthy diversion, and the 24-hour finish time would become pretty much impossible. Now the waterfall behind me is the halfway point, so instead of wasting the water that I brought with me, I've just filled up that rapid as I'm walking past. I'm just going to down this, so I'm not carrying any extra weight, but just getting hydrated. Proper, fresh mountain water. Can't beat it. Now at the start of the zigzags. Not sure if you can see any people up there. Because we passed halfway, I'm treating myself to a banana. Why not? Because although I don't necessarily feel hungry, it's important to keep those calories in. Otherwise you'll just get sapped of energy before you know it. Now from what I can remember, I could be wrong, but I think this cairn is the end of the zigzags, and now it's just up here towards the summit. Obviously not being able to see past end of your nostrils doesn't help. It is mad that we're in the middle of July and I'm having to wear gloves. But it's -4 on the summit with a wind chill. Although a very popular path, it's still worth having the map downloaded on your phone just in case, because as you can see by the visibility, if you're not familiar with navigating mountain paths, it could be quite easy to lose your bearings and start wandering in the wrong direction. Where the hell's this summit? Surely got to be here now. It's mad how all this were covered in snow not that long ago. And my tent were pitched somewhere around here. But anyway, we're at the top. 2 hours, 7 minutes. So it's 11:37. Gonna go tap out on top and then keep moving.
Oh, you!
Sorry. Sorry, I just touched. That's it. Done. It's alright. Right. I had to photo bomb someone then for a second just to touch the trig point because I don't need a photo, so there's no point queuing up. Right, let's head back down. I'm going to treat myself to a lion bar. As far as time goes, I'm buzzing with that. 2 hours 7 minutes to summit. I reckon we can get down in 2 hours. Just got to the halfway waterfall. That's how you do that. My feet were wet anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we couldn't see this on the way up. We now got a view of the loching. So I've actually camped just on the edge of there. That wind is well strong and I'm running against it. Yes. Wow. That was a mission. It's 17 minutes past 1. So that took, what were it? 3 hours 43 minutes or something like that. I've saved it separately on Strava just so that I can log the time it takes me to do each individual mountain, and then I've got my timer running on my phone. I'm actually wasting time sat here talking to you guys. I could be driving doing this, but I need to sort myself out. And then I've got my timer running on my phone. So we're 3 hours, 47 minutes in. Right, I'm gonna do some foot admin, change my socks, change my t-shirt, and we'll get on the move. Right, let's get out of here. Time to drive back to England and do Scafell Pike. So according to the map, it is 259 miles, 5 hours and 29 minutes. I've got all my snacks to the side of me, coffees, protein shakes. We're good to go, I reckon. Sorry about the camera angle down there. So we have now made it to England. 4 hours later, or just short of 4 hours later. We're still on for a 7 o'clock ETA at Wasdale in the Lake District. We have officially entered Cumbria, England. So we're on track, on schedule, all is well. Been driving for just short of 4 hours and we've got 1 hour, 36 minutes left. 66 miles. Steady away, feeling good. Just about to crack open a nice caramel iced latte. That'll go down an absolute treat, that. I can't wait to get moving now. I've been giving my legs a good whack, making sure they're not seizing up and that, rubbing muscles, all that sort of shit. But yeah, feeling really good, really positive. Ben Nevis is the highest elevation wise, but it's also the longest miles wise. So that's good. Technically we should have the hardest one out of the way, although my legs were fresh then. And I certainly won't be running back down Scafell Pike when it's going to be dark. Tell you what, weather's gone nice now we're near coast. Much better than what it were up in Scotland earlier. So all I need, innit? 2 sheep having a scrap. Move that way please guys. We're on a time limit here, son. We got us first glimpses towards Scafell Pike. Currently in cloud at the top, but you never know. The weather's actually looking really good. These roads are gnarly though, but we're nearly there. 10 minutes, get in. Bloody hell, this bridge take this Volvo, yeah? Oh no, it's alright. I just see it would. So we're bang on schedule as well. 7 o'clock. The weather's not looking too bad right now. So I think I'm going to wear my Senshi designs and I'll put my waterproof, which has been drying on the passenger seat. Put my waterproof in there. Double check that I've got everything that I need. Spare banana. Put that in there. Lion bar. Stick that in there. Might get some squashes as well. I'll put them in here. I'm going to come back to my bag. I'm going to go see what the crack is when it comes to parking. Pretty sure that is coins only. So let's go have a deke. Oh, walking feels a bit weird just because of how long I've been sat down for. Alright, let's have a look. Sorted. Right, the time is 19:19. I'm going to start a fresh Strava. Off we go. Here goes. Number 2, Scafell Pike. How'd you get out of here? I don't even know how you get out of car park. How are we doing for time? 9 hours 49 minutes. So if it takes me 4 hours to do this, 4 or 5 hours, then we're definitely on track. How do you get out of here? What about if I spend the next hour trying to get out of this bloody car park? Oh, there we are. So Scafell Pike is sort of over there in that clag, in them clouds, sorry. I've probably done Scafell Pike 7 times maybe in the last 2 years. The summer of 2 years ago, when I went the first time up Scafell Pike, and this is the route that I took. It was the first time I'd ever been to Lake District. I went with my bro Ben, and we had a good camp out as well up there. All the other times I've gone via Seathwaite, via the corridor route and all that crack, but this is supposed to be the fastest, most direct route, so about 5 miles in total, which should be cushy because we did close to 10, or I did over 10 doing Ben Nevis, so that's good, that feels good, and I actually feel fresh. Once my legs warm up a bit, I'll be flying. I've got a feeling it's going to be a tad quieter than Ben Nevis was. I thought I might have seen some more people doing 3 peaks, but no, not yet. Instantly regret putting this hoodie on. It's sweating, man. It's because there's no wind here.
A few minutes later.
Straight away off with that hoodie. Far too warm for that. Stunning view. Back down into Wastwater. I've just passed the part where it forks off to the left or to the right if you're going to Mickledore. I've gone to the left. I literally don't remember any of this, to be honest, but it is quite a simple path.
I'm glad I chose to hike from Wasdale and not from Seathwaite, which is what I originally planned to do. The overall mileage is less, and I realised that if I kept up the pace then I'd defo get to the summit and quite a bit back down before having to hike in the dark.
So I've been going for 1 hour and 6 minutes and we are there. So we've done all that. Just this last little section now. Up there. So I'm making good progress really. Average speed 2.59 mile an hour. I'll take that. It's quite clear still over that way. Over towards Great Gable, one of my favourite mountains. Anyway, stop pissing about looking at the scenery. What are you doing looking at the scenery, man? You're not supposed to be looking at the scenery. You're supposed to be looking at the floor and walking. Ah yeah, I remember this bit, all these flat slabs here. And from what I can remember, I don't think we're too far off. But then again, if I can see mountains that are pretty high, I know I'm going higher than them. So there's a little while to go yet. Not seen anyone though, for ages. Since right down there at the bottom of this trail. Well, I can see how people get lost up here. Especially with visibility like this. Every direction just looks the same. We're here. You can see the trig point. Happy days, man. How are we doing for time? 1 hour, 28 minutes. I'm fucked like. But to do that in less than an hour and a half, forget the Three Peaks Challenge, I'm proud of that. That's good going, is that? Especially considering I've done Ben Nevis this morning. And there's no one else here. Summit to myself. Sick. So I'm not going to hang about here. 10 to 9. Might as well crack straight on while it's light, see how far down we can get. And this stuff is proper twist your ankle tackle, especially when you stand on a rock and it's just loose like that. So it's worth taking that little bit of extra care. It's alright to get giddy because of how fast you've got up, but the important thing is to get down safely as well. I don't know why I suddenly started giving little bits of advice and that. I think I say it just to remind myself, really. In other words, chill out. But God knows where anyone else is. I had every Ron, Mick and Gary on way up Ben Nevis. But I've not seen anyone. Absolute silence. Not a breath of wind. Can't hear the sounds of footsteps. Just the sound of my own heart beating. Oh, what a lovely sight to see. Wastwater just poking round that corner ever so slightly. Oh, this is so sick. This is so sick, man. Look at that view. Oh, these paths are an absolute blessing when they're like this. Honestly, big ups the people that built these, man. It's actually easier not to run, but just to sort of bounce down them a little bit like this than it is to walk. Just stay light on your feet, knees bent. Just a nice little spring, and just watch every footstep. It's got quite dark now, not quite head torch level, but I have got the light on for the camera. So I'm now at the Lingmel crossing, not too far to go from here. Oh, bastard midges are out round here near this water. So I've just passed a geezer there, right? Fair play to that guy, man. He's got one of them circle pop-out tents, and he said, "How long to the top?" And I'm like, "Scafell Pike," and he said, "Yeah." I'm like, "You won't camp up there with that, mate, are you?" And he was like, "Oh, I'll go as far as I can." And I'm thinking, well, I said to him, "Have you got a head torch?" Because I've got 3 on me. And I've happily given him a head torch if he didn't have one, but nah, he did, he had one. So at least he's got a head torch. But yeah, I won't fancy my chances. When he said how long to the top, I was like, a few hours probably. So I don't think he'll get to the top, I don't know. Maybe he will. I said, "Are you doing 3 peaks?" And he said no, and then I seen his tent, big circle thing. And he was on his own, unless his buddies are on the way up. God knows. Oh, this grass is lovely to run on. Nice and gentle on the old feet. As you can see, pretty much pitch black now. Alright, can you see that? 2 hours 51. And that there, put light on, is the visitor centre. Not sure how I've ended up round back of it. Quite lost actually. That's why. It's because I went to the campsite and not the National Trust car park. I'm here now though. Might as well make most of the facilities, haven't I? Paid enough for parking. I barely used any of my time. There she is, the star of the show. So we are 12 hours 51 minutes in. The time is 22:23. So we're definitely on track. I've just put the postcode in for Penny Pass in Wales. 4 hours 33 minutes, 219 miles. Look what we're dealing with here. About 1 million sheep are walking in a straight line. Come on then. I won't mind, but they run off when you're walking past them. But a big ass 4x4 Volvo and they aren't even budging. Finally they shifted to the side. This road is gnarly, man. At least it's quiet, which is good. But the problem is, when you do have a face off, it makes it even harder to find a little passing place. So yeah, man. Oh, the road just sort of disappears. And it's certainly single track. Oh, we've got a load more sheep. Come on guys, let's be having you. Wow, look how many it is. Let's be having you. This guy's sat on the cattle grid. Jesus Christ, I thought it were bad enough with sheep. There's massive cows and that just in road. Whatever road I'm on here is sketchy as shit, man. I'm sure I've gone wrong way me or something, but my ETA is still the same. These roads, man. Wouldn't be so bad if it were daylight. You can't see shit. You cannot see shit. That's a double negative, that. You can't say that, can you? You shouldn't say you can't see shit. Well, peeps, we are here. Finally. What a mission that one, I'm telling you. It's 3:32. So I stopped off at the services for about 20 minutes or so. Just got some chocolate because I was running out of munch, and I thought I might need a little perk up while I'm up on Snowdon. And I got another bottle of Lucozade as well. My voice has gone a bit weird, I'm not sure why. I have been drinking a lot, but it just feels a bit, I don't know, a bit rough. But anyway, we're well ahead of time, man. It's 3:30. I need to be up and down Snowdon by 9:30 to complete it in 24 hours. Now the weather, it's looking grim, I'm telling you. Let me have a look on this now. Oh, there's no signal. SOS only. So yeah, we're just going to have to get us waterproofs on. I'm going to get my waterproof pants on as well. And just go for it. Take us time. It's pitch black. The rain is proper coming down heavy, man. It's windy as well. So we'll just have to take it steady. There's no rush with this one because it is pitch black, so I'm going to be head torch jobby and just take it nice and steady. Right, let's get ready and let's get on our way. Right, it's... Can you see that? It's 3:45 start. We're at the bottom of the pig track. So it's 3:45 AM. We're at the bottom of the pig track. Head torches on. Steady away.
I made my way up the pig track in complete darkness, expecting to be the only fool mad enough to be hiking in these shitty conditions.
Jesus Christ, I've just seen some more people then. Head torches on and that. You're doing alright? Yeah, thank you. Slowly on this one. So slippy as well. All this wet, flat, shiny rock. Slippy as shit, man. This is actually insane. This rain is non-stop. And now I've turned that corner. The wind is quite strong as well. You can't see anything on that screen, can you? Nothing, it's just covered in rain. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh, I wish you could see down there. I can just sort of see where the miners track goes. Crib Gock up there. I'll certainly be staying away from that. It's been a lot of fun with all the scrambling and that. But it ain't half slow going with this wind and rain. Soaked to the bone, my friend. Pretty sure this is where the pig track and the miners track meet, and then the rest of the way up is on the same track. Once we go up this final little path, we'll be on the same path where the train track is. And I know for a fact it's going to be windy as hell up there. Not far now though.
Although physically I didn't actually feel too bad, I was just mentally drained by this point. Definitely ready for some sleep. And the weather wasn't helping at all. But I just had to dig deep, push on. Last little stretch up to the summit.
The weather is actually disgusting. Awful. The grimmest of the grim. What a lovely sight that is. Not gonna lie, I'm cream crackered now. Right, let's quickly tap out on this. Just need to watch out for these gusts. There's some big old gustavos coming. out of nowhere. Keep nice and low. There we go. Snowdon. If you think Snowdon's too busy, that's why you don't summit it, you're coming at the wrong time, that's all I can say. So that took 2 hours 15 minutes. The time is 6 o'clock, 6:01. Right, let's get out of here, because it's freezing up here. I think this is us. Yeah, that's our path down there. I was considering taking a miner's path back down, but I think I'm going to stick with a pig track. It served me well on the way up. And both of the other mountains we've done have been an out and back on the same path. You can see the track that we're taking, it cuts right across that mountain there. Finally seen someone else. 2 people there. I haven't seen anyone since I've seen those 3 cats with head torches on right at the beginning. Buzzing, man. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. I think it's just adrenaline that's got me through this, to be honest. I wonder if the GoPro's picking that rain up. So that is some biblical rain, that there. I don't even want to look at the time to see how long I've got left. Should have enough time, surely. I'm just going to wait and see once I get back to the car park, because every time I get my phone out of my pocket it just gets drenched. What a feeling. Right, so that's Snowdon in the bag. That actually took the longest out of all 3. So stop that there. Well people, I cannot believe I've actually done that. Honestly, I feel shattered. Not so much physically, my legs don't actually feel too bad. I'm sure they will tomorrow though. But just mentally tired now. Ready for some kip. I've been awake well over 24 hours. So, 22 hours and 40 minutes was the final time. So I did it with 1 hour and 20 to spare. In fact, what I'll do is I'll drive somewhere else, I'll get dry, get changed, and then we'll have a little chat and wrap this video up. I actually ended up having a kip in Llanberis. I've drove home now and I've decided I'm actually going to put together another little video with some tips about doing the National Free Peaks, because I've got quite a lot to say about it, but what an epic adventure that was. One little thing I want to leave you with is, if you are going to do it solo, by all means do it solo, but I would recommend getting a driver. Safety first, guys. And I know I did it, and I know I was safe, but it is a bit sketchy in it, let's be honest. There's quite a lot of driving to be done, and driving while tired is not the one. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you've done this challenge yourself, let me know in the comments, or if you're thinking about doing it, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Peace out in a bit.